Canada's immigration freeze. What the pause on permanent residency levels means for applicants in 2024. Welcome back to Canada Chronicles. In today's video, we're diving deep into one of the biggest changes to Canada's immigration policy for 2024, the pause on permanent residency levels. The Canadian government has capped PR targets at 500,000 per year until 2026, and this freeze is shaking up the immigration landscape. Whether you're planning to apply through federal programs like Express Entry or regional pathways like the Provincial Nominee Program, PNP, you'll need to understand what's at stake and how to navigate the increased competition. Plus, if you're an international student or planning to study in Canada, there are some major changes coming your way that could impact your future in the country. Stick around to find out how these shifts could affect your chances of permanent residency. And if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to Canada Chronicles and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update on important immigration news. Let's dive in. Canada's immigration freeze. What it means for 2024. Canadian government's decision to freeze permanent residency levels is one of the most significant policy shifts in recent years. Announced as part of the 2024 to 2026 Immigration Levels Plan, the target for PR applicants will remain at 500,000 per year until at least 2026. This move aims to balance the country's need for skilled workers with its capacity to provide the necessary infrastructure, especially housing, healthcare, and social services. The freeze comes after years of record-high immigration numbers, with Canada welcoming over 400,000 new permanent residents in 2021, climbing to 500,000 by 2023. While this was seen as a necessary boost to combat the country's aging population and labor market shortages, it has also put immense pressure on housing and essential services. Cities like Toronto and Vancouver have been particularly hard hit, with rising rental prices and increasing competition for resources. Why the freeze matters for applicants. For those looking to apply for permanent residency in 2024, the freeze means heightened competition. With PR targets remaining flat, the number of available spots will not grow, even as demand continues to surge. This is especially critical for applicants in high-demand sectors like healthcare, construction, and technology, where Canada desperately needs skilled workers. The government has made it clear that while the overall numbers will remain the same, it will focus on prioritizing applicants in specific sectors that address the country's most pressing labor market needs. Programs like Express Entry will continue to operate, but expect more competition and a greater emphasis on job offers and work experience in in-demand industries. For many, the Provincial Nominee Program will become even more crucial, as provinces look to fill regional labor gaps through targeted nominations. The freeze also has implications for those already in Canada on temporary visas, such as foreign workers and international students, who were hoping to transition to permanent residency. With limited PR spots available, the competition is expected to intensify, particularly through programs like Express Entry. To adapt, applicants may need to focus on category-based draws introduced in 2023, which prioritize candidates with specific skills, such as healthcare professionals or French speakers. These changes mean that applicants will need to remain vigilant, improving their profiles by obtaining Canadian work experience, enhancing language skills, or targeting specific regional programs that align with labor market demands. Applicants in lower demand sectors may find it more difficult to qualify, adding pressure to those seeking to secure their futures in Canada. Another important consideration is that the freeze may lead to shifts in the types of applicants being prioritized. With limited spots available, the government is expected to place greater emphasis on certain immigration pathways, such as those that address specific labor market needs. For example, the focus may shift more heavily toward programs like the Provincial Nominee Program, PNP, which allows provinces to select immigrants based on regional labor market demands. This revised section highlights the impact of the freeze on competition and the new strategies that applicants may need to adopt to succeed, especially those already in Canada on temporary visas. Impact on high-demand sectors. While the freeze may seem daunting, it doesn't mean the door to permanent residency is closing, especially for those in key sectors like healthcare, construction, and technology. Canada's labor market is facing critical shortages in these fields, and immigration programs that target these professions will remain robust. Programs like the Rural and Northern Immigration Pilot, RNIP, and the Atlantic Immigration Program, AIP, offer alternative pathways for skilled workers willing to settle in smaller communities. These regions are particularly eager to attract new talent, and applicants with experience in high-demand sectors may find these programs offer faster routes to PR. Moreover, immigration streams targeting healthcare professionals will remain a key focus. The demand for nurses, doctors, and other healthcare workers continues to grow as Canada's population ages, and the government has indicated that programs addressing these shortages will continue to prioritize applicants in these fields. So, if you have skills that match Canada's labor needs, this freeze could actually work in your favor. Another important factor to consider is the growing demand in green economy sectors, such as renewable energy, environmental engineering, and sustainable construction. As Canada focuses on its environmental goals, including commitments to reduce carbon emissions, there is an increasing need for skilled workers in these fields. Immigration programs may begin to prioritize applicants with expertise in areas that support the country's sustainability efforts. This shift not only creates more opportunities for those with specialized skills but also opens up alternative pathways for immigrants seeking permanent residency in Canada's evolving labor market. Therefore, applicants with experience in sustainable technologies and green energy should explore how their skills align with these new priorities. Thanks for staying with us this far. We appreciate your time and hope you're finding this information valuable. What this means for international students. For international students, the PR freeze presents additional challenges, especially for those hoping to transition from study permits to permanent residency through programs like the Post-Graduation Work Permit, PGWP. In recent years, the PGWP has been a vital pathway for students looking to stay in Canada after completing their studies, and many have used the Canadian Experience Class (CEC) to apply for PR. However, with the freeze in place, competition for PR spots will be fiercer than ever. Students will need to be strategic about their choices, particularly when it comes to selecting institutions and programs that offer the best prospects for post-graduation employment. Additionally, new regulations introduced in 2024 will further complicate things. For example, students enrolled in private colleges will no longer be eligible for PGWPs if they begin their programs after September 2024. This change is part of the government's effort to crack down on institutions that may not provide adequate support for international students, but it also narrows the options for those aiming for PR. Despite these challenges, international students still have opportunities, especially if they focus on high-demand sectors or explore regional immigration programs. As we mentioned earlier, the Provincial Nominee Program offers pathways that are specifically designed to meet regional labor market needs. If you're an international student with experience in healthcare, technology, or skilled trades, you may still have a strong chance of securing PR through these programs. Regional opportunities. Provincial Nominee Programs. For many applicants, the PNP will be the best way to navigate the increased competition brought about by the freeze. Provinces and territories have the power to nominate individuals based on local labor market needs, and many have expanded their PNP streams in recent years. This is especially true for rural and underpopulated regions, which often struggle to attract and retain skilled workers. If you're willing to settle in these areas, you'll likely find more opportunities and less competition than in major urban centers. Fields such as healthcare, agriculture, and trades are particularly in demand, making them ideal for applicants looking to secure PR in 2024. Labor market priorities in 2024. Canada's labor market needs remain a driving force behind its immigration policies. While the overall PR target is capped, the government has indicated that it will continue to prioritize applicants in key sectors. This means that programs like Express Entry and Global Talent Stream will continue to focus on attracting highly skilled workers in industries like healthcare, tech, and construction. For healthcare professionals, the aging population and growing demand for services mean that Canada will continue to rely heavily on immigration to fill critical positions. Similarly, the tech sector remains a priority for the country's economic growth, with programs like Global Talent Stream fast-tracking work permits for highly skilled workers. These programs will likely remain essential pathways for those looking to make Canada their new home. Canada's immigration freeze is undoubtedly a game-changer for applicants in 2024, but it doesn't mean opportunities are gone. While competition is increasing, those with skills in high-demand sectors or who are willing to explore regional pathways still have promising options. Programs like the Provincial Nominee Program, RNIP, and AIP offer valuable opportunities for those willing to adapt to the new landscape. International students, in particular, should be mindful of the new regulations but can still find ways to succeed through careful planning and by focusing on sectors that are in high demand. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Canada Chronicles for more valuable insights on immigration and living in Canada. And be sure to hit the notification bell so you never miss an update on the latest news and policies that could affect your journey to Canada. Got questions or thoughts on today's topic? Drop them in the comments below, we'd love to hear from you. Until next time, see you in the next video.